Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I am back with my Witchy Playing With Me video. I did do one for August. It may or may not be up. I just didn't edit it. As you probably saw, took a prolonged video break that wasn't planned, but then I just went with it. I am very happy I have 200 subscribers. Thank you to all the new people. This should be the first video probably telling you how eclectic my channel is. But we are here to see the setup of my bullet journal for the month, and what I have before me is a printout and colored in version, because I didn't have any color ink, of Becca's Bookopoly board for Bookoplathon. Links to her announcement video in the description below. Bookoplathon is a readathon based off of Bookopoly, which is a game that TBR game that Becca plays now bi-monthly on her channel on YouTube, her booktube channel, link in the description. And she came up with it 4 years ago, or is it 5 now? I don't know. Becca and the Books is my favorite booktuber. If you've been here for a while, that's not a surprise. And I've been following her since before she created Bookopoly. And it's her TBR game, how she chooses what books she will be reading in the month ahead. She created a game based off of Monopoly, as you can see here, and it became so popular that she created 2 readathons based on her TBR game, and September is the month-long version. She creates a board specifically for the rest of us to participate, and I had another plan for my theme this month. However, I realized that wouldn't work because I'm not doing that in September. I'm doing that in October. So having a September theme when I'm not doing the thing it's based on until the month after was weird. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a Bookoplathon. So this is the board. It is not like, the spaces are not exactly like Monopoly. So like what they mean, it's not about property, it's about books, and that's great, but the layout is the same. And so with that explanation, like if you want to know more about Bookoplathon and Bookopoly, you can go to Becca's channel and watch those videos. Like, that's not what I'm here for. But anyway, this will go in my reading journal now that I've shown it to you guys. But I wanted to tell you that so you knew that I based this off of Bookopoly, not Monopoly. Okay, so you're like coming here and looking at the spreads, like those spaces are not on the Monopoly board. That is because it's not a Monopoly board. So this took me a while, but I like the way it turned out, except for the fact that I think I've depleted all of my red markers. So now I know better. So what I did was create the board, sort of. Obviously, this is more of a rectangular layout. So I have extra spaces on the horizontal at the bottom and the top just to fill them in. For otherwise, I kind of kept it similar. So on the left, as usual, I have my monthly log, and a list with links to all of the supplies I used are in the description as always. It's the new moon in Virgo, since I start on the new or dark moons. And my dates, the days of the week, and then the moon phases are on the left here. I just put them inside the spaces because I still needed the room to write out events that are coming up. And so for the most part, I used the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens. And that's what I did to fill in this red here. And then over it, I used the black hard tip brush pen. But yeah, so I started to do the same here, filling in the red, but I could already see it was depleting. So I switched over to watercolor for the rest of these. And now I know this book is not really made for watercolor, so I have to switch things up on the next pages. In the top corner here, in the spaces in between the boxes, I put in the images that Becca used on her Bookopoly board. Here we go. Look, there's the go. And yeah, I think everything that came out pretty good on this. For the most part, you try to paint in the lines and it doesn't always work, so I tried to clean it up as best I could. On this side, my projects and weekly, I put the weekly on the bottom here. Now this red title square comes from actual Monopoly. I just thought that would be better visually and easier for me to recreate rather than Becca's Bookoplathon logo. I don't have anything here because quite honestly, at the time I created this, I hadn't done my monthly review, but also thinking about it over the last few days, I think I'm mostly migrating stuff from last month, so it'll pretty much be the same. As for my monthly log, we're supposed to have a Zoom meeting about a book to discuss that, and then there's a live show. I'm not sure what time it'll be, on the 31st, the last day of the month. Then Bookoplathon starts. It runs the whole month of September, so it starts on the 1st. Another readathon I'm participating in is the Renaissance readathon based off of Beyonce's Renaissance album. That's running the entire month. And I have an outer court ritual at 5. Labor Day is on Monday the 5th. I got my allergy shots, which I'm down to monthly, on the 6th. The full moon on the 10th. The actual full moon ritual we'll be doing on the 14th. Another readathon that I heard about just before I started filming, or yesterday I should say, is Shiftathon, and I participated in that before. It's only a week long, and it's basically reading paranormal romances and urban fantasy, and those are my favorite genres, so I'm gonna try. That starts on the 17th, ends on the 23rd, a friend's birthday. Autumn Equinox is on the 22nd, and then the Global Citizen Festival will be on the 24th, and lastly, the Dark Moon on the 25th. Here. So what happened here is, you can see on the left, some things are peeking through. These are the Fudenosuke pens peeking through, which is not too bad, but the watercolor definitely did. Let me show you the week before. That's what it looks like on this side where I started using watercolor. Here on the bottom where it says in Virgo. So, I already knew. I took out a page from the back here, and I painted on that and then pasted them in here, 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 and here. So first up on the top left, my health and wellness tracker. And it's pretty much the same. I used some images from the Bookopoly board. These are various dice. And I tried to make it look like the cards from the property cards from Monopoly. And the same with my 4, what do you call it? Habits that I will be tracking. Again, not sure which ones. I never am when I do this, so bear with me. A review space, and yeah, I put like a dart thing here from, there's someone else that does Dart Attack for their TBR game. I forgot the channel name, but I'll put it in the description below. Links to them. And over here, I wanted the music, memories and music section to look like the chance and community chess cards, or in Becca's bookoplathon, it's chance and community shelf. So the yellow and orange, and then I'll write in here at the end of the month with a black pen, since that's what those cards look like. Then on this side, again, I had painted this and cut it out and pasted it over. I have my review space, which going back to try and look like the property cards. And these are images from another corner of Becca's bookoplathon board, or Beck Rex. And these basically kind of signify the types of books that she enjoys the most, the genres. So like fantasy, sci-fi, and romance, or fantasy romance, if you will. And this is something that will get filled in at the end of the month. Last but not least, I have set up for my weekly. I'm going back to one that I avoided last month. Oh, you haven't seen that yet. I just set up a kind of basic weekly guide of events coming up, and underneath I put here like stuff I want to do this week but doesn't have a particular date, and then fill in the days as I go. I decided, because doing Becca's bookoplathon, I roll as I go. A lot of people pick their TBR ahead of time, and so let's say you decide you want to read 5 books, or 5 books is what I decide, and usually Becca too. Like, this is, I can guarantee I can read 5 books in a month, right? So you're going to roll 5 times, 1 for each book. And my first roll, I landed on, where is it? Pole pick. And I don't know if it will show you properly here, but there's like a little pole thing there. So I recreated it for my first book, and I decided that's what I'll do for my daily headers. I'll just put these 4 colored lines and then the date next to it, and then my list as per usual. So those are my spreads, my setup for this lunar cycle this month. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're participating in Becca's bookoplathon, if you participated before. Look out for probably vlogs, but definitely wrap-ups as usual on my channel. Like this video, guys, if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video goes up. If you really want to assist me and growing my channel and helping me with the algorithm, you can share this video on your social media, tag me, and if you want to leave a comment but don't know what to write, you can leave me a dice emoji if you've gotten this far in the video. I would really appreciate that. Links in the description to all the supplies, like I said, but also to me on social media. elsewhere. If you'd like to follow me anywhere else, if you're interested in learning or seeing what books I read regularly, there's a link to my Storygraph and Goodreads, so you can friend me or follow me on either of those. Also, there is a 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop, where I make all natural bath and body products for witchy and mundane purposes. That is all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.